Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lake District. This is my 7th trip here. First one was on May the 13th, 2019, and it was this very place that made me realise that I wanted to come here in the first place, Ashness Jetty. Absolutely love it. We're on Derwent Water. The town of Keswick is just further up the lake, and you've got the iconic Campbell's Fell just behind me over there. So I'm using this bridge at the moment as a bit of a lead-in line for photography terms, but we're not here to talk about photography. We're here to talk about camping, because I'm here for 5 nights. The first 2 nights are going to feature on this very video right here, and that's when I'm going to be camping in the Quechua 2 Seconds Easy Fresh and Black, a tent which you voted for in a recent poll. I'm going to be camping at a campsite for 2 nights here in this video. Then hopefully I'll be camping, wild camping, on another video that's totally separate. That'll be featuring again soon, and then I'm back at a campsite again for another 2 nights camping at a campsite a little bit just over in that direction. So I hope you join me for those 2 videos. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this video, and I hope to see you again later. Well, that was Ashness Jetty. That's one of my favourite locations. Now I've come into the town centre of Keswick because I'm hungry, and they've got a Greggs, which means sausage rolls. Yummy. So I'm going to show you around Keswick now. This is called Moot Hall. Oh wow, they've got windows. That's changed. Don't think that was like that before. They got the old Keswickian fish and chip shop. I love that. The best food around. Dog and Gun. My favourite pub. I love that pub. Absolutely love it. Brilliant service. Awesome atmosphere. Great beer. What more could you want? And I thought I'd leave Keswick Town Centre behind and head closer to the lake again. So I'm actually at the place where you get the Keswick Launch. As you can see behind me, got all the boats all lined up on the jetties. It's nice. It's a perfect place. It really is. I don't think there's much beating this. It's stunning. And then you can see cat bells, and then there's an island over there as well. It really is perfection. I love this place. That's why I chose it for my birthday, to come here for my birthday week. I just can't think of a better place to come. Hello folks, I'm at the Keswick Camping and Caravanning Club, so I'm just going to show you my tent now, my setup. I'm here for 2 nights in the Quechua 2 Seconds Easy. I'm going to show you my setup. So the view is incredible, I'm about to go live on YouTube as well. So I've got my phone out there. I'm going to show you in the tent. So there's not a lot of room in here, as you can see. It's a little bit of a mess. I'm going to show you. So literally my junk pile. This is like camera gear, phones, power banks, earplugs, head torch, probably a bit extreme. Sleeping bags, I'm using a Coleman Festival collection one, and I'm using a Mountain Warehouse Summit 250 XL, beg your pardon. Pillows, I'm using Trekology A-Luft 2.0 and a Quechua foam pillow. I've got a bottle of Coke, and down the bottom I've got my food, clothes, that sort of thing. Coffee, jet ball, mini mo down here, along with some water. There's not a lot of room in here, so there's not really much kit to show you. The car is ram-packed there. So I've got my phone set up there for a live video in a minute to YouTube, and then car is packed out solid. I know I say about cutting down on gear, but there's a reason for that, and that is because tonight and tomorrow night I'm here sleeping in the Quechua 2 seconds easy fresh and black. But the night after that I'm hoping to go wild camping, so I brought my kayak with me. I've got my Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2. This will go out after the fact, so I can tell you about it now. It's the first time I can actually say out loud the fact that I'm going wild camping. I've got my kayak. I can't walk very far. My Achilles tendinopathy is... I didn't feel it till today, but I did a 198-mile trip up here. It took me 3 hours, 50 minutes. I had 3 hours sleep in 36 hours, and I was exhausted, so I didn't do much filming today, so I apologise for that. I did go down to Windermere, came up to Keswick for a little while, took some pictures of Ashness Jetty, which you saw earlier, and then I went down to Windermere. That's about a 24-mile trip down there from Keswick, so there's another like 50 miles. I was driving back and I thought, you know what, I am absolutely exhausted. And I got back to the tent, I set the tent up, and I didn't do much talking because I was shattered. I was beyond shattered. So I got my head down, slept in the tent, and it was lovely. I woke up about 6:30. Then I got the munchies, went to the chip shop, went to the pub, the Dog and Gun in Keswick, which I love. Absolutely fantastic pub. And been a really good day, a long day. I've had 3 hours sleep in 36 hours, but that nap this afternoon was well needed. So yes, the plan is on this video is the fact that I'm going to be doing 2 nights stay in the Quechua 2 seconds easy. That's tonight and tomorrow night. Then I'm going to pack up everything, and there's a reason for that. It's because I got mixed up with bank holidays, and I thought that we had a bank holiday Monday this weekend. We don't. So I need to be at work on Sunday night into Monday morning. So yeah, so I've had to change my plans. So 2 nights tonight in the Quechua 2 seconds easy. Hopefully wild camping, where I get my kayak and I paddle 1.5 miles out there to an island and stay out there. That's the plan. Never done kayaking before. Got my wetsuit, got my buoyancy aid. I'm a pretty good swimmer anyway, but hopefully I don't need that. So then, once that's done, I come back here to the Keswick Camping and Caravanning Club site. Possibly my most favourite campsite, because I love Keswick. It just ticks every box for me. And it's my birthday this week. Hopefully when I go camping, wild camping, I go out there as one age and then come back a year older. That's the plan. And then, as I say, once that's done, then I'm spending 2 further nights here, and that's going to be with grass with electric using the Quechua 3XL tent. Initially, it was going to be 4 nights using the 3XL tent, but obviously, what with the bank holiday and my mix-up, it's all changed. But I'm just glad to be here, to be honest with you. The scenery is wonderful. The people are fantastic. You know, when you leave somewhere and you feel like you're leaving home behind, and you're actually going home. Now, apart from my family, my dog Buster, and a few friends, that's all I'm going back for. But this, to me, is home. I love it here. I absolutely love it. These mountains, they speak to me in a way that I've never felt anything speak to me before. They just give you that feeling that time is not on our sides. They've stood here for millions upon millions of years, and you've got to kind of make the most of it. But yes, so that's the plan. This video, 2 nights stay while camping in a separate video, and then a further 2 nights in another video. For YouTube, for me, it's a logistical nightmare, but you know what? What's life without a challenge? Anyway, I've got to go and do a live feed on YouTube, so if you're watching that, then see you in a moment. Well, good morning. It's just gone 25 past 8 in the morning. It's the 25th of May 2022, and we've had a night that can only be described as wet. Yeah, yesterday evening was beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful day. I took some pictures of me with the tent. I did my usual tent selfie. Every time I go camping somewhere, I have to take a picture with me with my tent. It kind of bookmarks the trip. So I did that yesterday. Lovely, lovely evening. You can hear people out enjoying the weather, and that is great. But in the night, we had sporadic rain, and then into this morning when the sun came up, well, it's just been constant rain. Absolutely. The wind's coming in. You can probably see this door. This is where the wind's coming off the lake, off Derwent water. And yeah, I'll show you outside, but you might get a bit wet. Now, open this, and then you can see. There's cat bells just over there, and it's hidden in mist. You can see the rain coming down on the lens. So yeah, it's a very wet. I'll zoom in a little bit, you can see it. But so unfortunately for me, I'm kind of confined inside my tent. And as I said in my review of this tent, my 8 reasons why I think you should go out and purchase it, or was it 6? I can't remember. But with 2 people in here, it would be very cramped if you're going to be confined inside your tent because the weather's playing up. With me, I've got my bed here. I can sit and lay down here. I've got a little bit of flexibility, but if I was with somebody else, then it really would be kind of shoulder to shoulder. It's a great tent. It's not perfect. No tent is perfect, and I'm sure, like what they did with the Quechua Air Seconds 4.1, where like the living area on my version wasn't sewn in. On the new version, the one that's got the beige and the white, that has actually got, at least it looks like a zipped in ground sheet almost all the way around. So they do refine the tents. No tent, this is the first iteration of this tent as far as I'm aware. And yeah, they will undoubtedly improve on it, but it's a bit of a shame there is no window, because if the weather, although it's a blackout tent, there is a window on the Quechua Air Seconds 3XL. That's got a window, and it's a blackout tent. It's just got a zipped in part here where you can have it blacked out and then have a look outside. It would be nice to have that, because if it is raining, then I don't want to see outside. Oh, what's the weather like? Is the blue sky coming in? Is the weather going to be improving? Do that. You can stick your head out, you're going to get wet. So that's another area where, yes, it could be improved. And unfortunately, as soon as you open this door, the rain's going to head straight into your bedroom area. But as I say, other than that, it's held up really well to the winds. We've had some strong winds during the night. No, not that kind of wind. Not that kind of wind. Definitely kind of that sort of wind. It's been coming in off Derwent water, but as I say, it's a good tent. I like it. I know it's not to everybody's taste, but that's just my take on it. Right, I'm going to do absolutely nothing for the next few hours whilst I let this weather come in, which after yesterday, where I was rushing about all over the place and doing all that driving, I suppose is actually a welcome change. But it would have been nice to, in a way, go out and explore and see more of this beautiful place called the Lake District. If you've never been, I highly recommend you come along and have a look. It is a wonderful, wonderful place. Oh, it sounds like the weather's actually getting worse. So, yeah. See you later, folks. I don't know where or when. I don't know what's going to be happening with the weather. I was hoping to get the kayak today on the water, but looking at the wind, obviously that's lapping up the water. And with this wet weather, I don't think a wetsuit would be even enough for that. So I think I'm going to leave the kayaking today and hopefully do it possibly tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will be better by then. So I shall see you a little later on. Where or when, I don't know.
Perfect sound. Let's make real.
Thank you.
Enjoy your cruise on Derwent water. Thank you.
Ashness. Yeah. I'll probably stick to this little bay here, I think. It's a lot shallower than I thought it would be. How'd you get in? There we go. Well, that wasn't exact. This is a test, but it's bloody windy. And I don't feel like getting anywhere. I feel like I'm going more into the reeds. I'm trying to get back to shore now because it's very windy. I don't feel like I'm actually getting anywhere. That's hard. Okay, sorry about the poor audio. I'm actually hiding behind the car at the moment for the shade, but that was my first kayaking experience. It was more difficult than I imagined. The current was strong. There was a guy actually came off the water on a kayak, a purpose-built kayak, solid hull, and he actually said, "Be careful out there, mate. It's pretty bad. The weather's quite bad." And yeah, I got out there. I struggled to get in the kayak at first, but I managed it in the end. Splashed some water. It's very difficult actually, but I was fighting the current. You can feel the current trying to push me into the reeds, so I was fighting against that, and that paddle is just not long enough. It really isn't. It needs to be another, I don't know, 20-30 centimeters longer, about the length of a ruler. But now I'm gonna have a go at open water swimming. So today is a day of first for shore, then I'm gonna have a shower and go down the pub. So wish me luck. Yes, open water swimming and kayaking first in the same day. Hard to know really where to stand. I'm not going to do far. Fuck, it's cold. People are watching me. Ah, it's cold. Really, really cold. Do this. That was a bit of loose sand. I've done it. Open water swimming. I can't touch the bottom. That's where I swam from, over there. Well, good morning. It is the 26th of May. I did my first ever wild swim or open water swim yesterday. Also tried out the kayak for the first time. A gentleman did actually come off the water. He had a solid hull kayak, and he did warn me about the weather conditions were bad. And yeah, it was. You could feel the kayak drifting, and no matter how hard I paddled, the wind, and it was just pushing me into the reeds. So that got curtailed quite short. But that didn't deter me. I then let the kayak down, dried it off best I could, and then went open water swimming, which is the first time I've ever done that. And I have a bit of a fear of water where I don't know what's below me or around me. I don't mind a swimming pool, that's a safe environment, but in a lake, it's silly, I know, because there's nothing there that can hurt you in that. But when, I don't know, it's just that fear of the unknown, what's around you and that, and yeah, you kind of got to get that out of your head. But I took a few attempts to do it. I actually fell in to to begin with. But yeah, it was good. I eventually got comfortable, got to the point where I couldn't touch the bottom, and then I just stayed there for a while, just to familiarise myself with that feeling of the fact that I can't touch the bottom, I don't know what's around me, and yeah, it was all right. The wetsuit, though, I've never actually used a wetsuit until yesterday, and I don't know if it's the design of the one that I went for, but I could feel the water went straight through. I thought a wetsuit was there to keep you dry, but it went sort of straight through. The only good aspect about it was it did feel slightly warmer as opposed to where my arms and my legs are exposed. But yeah, there was a little bit extra buoyancy with the wetsuit. But there we go, you live and learn. Maybe I should buy a better mate, maybe I should buy a thicker one, I don't know. But so last night I went to the pub, went to the Dog and Gun, I had a few pints of Stella. It was absolutely lovely in there, the atmosphere was fantastic. The lady behind the bar was awesome, I don't know her name, but yeah, she was incredible. Really lovely person to talk to. When you're travelling on your own, it's nice to have little conversations here, there, and yeah, really good atmosphere. So I came back to the tent, and you can probably hear the rain. Sorry I haven't got my microphone on. I've literally just woke up, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and I've got to get off site by about 9, half 9. But it's pouring down with rain. I'm going to show you outside now. Yeah, it's not exactly good. So the plan for now is get dressed, get to the car, put my raincoat on and chuck all this lot in the car. I'm back here later on today anyway, so without being with the Quechua 3XL tent, this one will be dried off best it can, and then I'll be switching tents. So yeah, the wild camping, I'm not sure what's going to happen on that, because yesterday the kayaking was a little bit tricky, to say the least. Maybe I'll probably bitten off a bit more than I can chew on that one, but we'll see. But that'll be in a separate video if it does appear, but I'll try my best. If not, I have one other thing I can do, where I can do wild camping but without the kayak, which would be a shame actually, but you know, the weather's just against me. If we have the strong winds like we had yesterday and this morning, then it's just going to be safety first. But anyway, I'm going to get this tent down. I'm going to be in the pouring rain. I'm not going to be able to talk to you, so I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to say goodbye here. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking, leaving a comment and subscribing to the channel, clicking on the little bell icon. And yeah, I've got the chair and everything in here. I really didn't think it was going to be pouring with rain so early. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you again in the next one.